Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz and this is Maryam. She's my wife. Hello Maryam.
Hello.
Thank you very much for joining us today. Today I have a discussion or a talk about my own line of perfumes. About a year ago I launched my own perfumes and today I have around 6 of them in my collection. These are all Orientals. The materials are all gathered from my own country, Iran, Persia. So they are very unique and also they are very strong. Some people bought it from me, they didn't know, so they put 2 free and they went to A&E, they went to hospital basically. I'm just joking. So it's very strong. All you need is one spray of these ones because they are pure perfume extract or pure oil. I didn't put any artificials, any alcohol, any additives, nothing is in there. It's just pure perfume, and that's why you're getting a fantastic value for money, and also you're getting a very historical smell. These are not contemporary, these are not from today, these are ancient formulas. So when you smell these, it will take you back to the past. They are like time machines, okay? So when you smell them, they are immediately will transfer you to the past, and you will experience something different, something that probably you never smelled in your life. They don't have anything in the market today, anything similar to this. I tried to be as unique as possible and they are fantastically unique. I can promise you that 100% that when you smell these, you never smelled these before or anything similar to them. And also the performance are out of this world, so they are easily, they will last you 12 hours plus. On me, some of them 24 hours and even 48 hours. Basically, unless you go and wash and you go to the shower, these will stay on you and they still project and they still last. If you put them on materials, they go for days and weeks. Maryam puts one of these on one of my t-shirts when we were going out, and a little bit of it went on the jacket collar. 6 months later, or maybe even longer, when she took that jacket out of the cupboard to wear it again, we can still smell it strongly. So they are super strong. All you need is one spray, sometimes even half a spray. So without further ado, what Maryam is going to do is going to sniff them, and she tells us which one is her favorite, which one she likes and why, okay? So we start with the Persian Garden. So Persian Garden is an Oriental fougere. So this one is quite green, is floral, is earthy, is grassy, is a little bit of sweetness in there. But the main thing you will notice is the florals and the greenness. This is a super green fragrance. You will never ever find any greener fragrance than this in the market. When you put it on, by the way, this one you don't need more than half a spray because it's very strong. Immediately will take you to somewhere green. Some people say woods, some people say garden, some people say somewhere very lush. So it will transfer you to somewhere green, okay? So Maryam, here you are. This is Persian Garden.
Wow, so beautiful.
Of course. So they are all basically beautiful, but what Maryam is going to do is she's going to tell us which one is her favorite. So I know for a fact that 1 or 2 of these she prefer more than others, so we'll see which she will decide. Okay.
Very strong smell.
Of course, it's very strong, super strong. Even look, she's just smelling the cap, nothing. She doesn't put. We didn't put it on skin, we didn't put it on materials, because immediately when you smell the cap, it's like it fills the room. It's so strong.
Yeah,
Okay.
strong smell. I can smell the flowery.
Yeah. This one is got lotus flower, which is the water lily. Water lily gives a bamboo-like smell, but undertone is very green, like a very very earthy vetiver. So that water lily is the main player here, but there's rose, there's jasmine, there are grassy aspect to it as well. There's vetiver in there as well, but the main thing you will notice is the floral and the greenness of it. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Very very green. So that's why it's Persian garden.
Very fresh as well.
Very fresh, super fresh, but fresh in an oriental way. It's not a fresh like a Sauvage or Bleu de Chanel. No, this is an oriental fresh. So this one is the freshest of them all, but you have to put it in context that this is still very very strong oriental. Okay.
When you smell it, it's like make you happy. It's like happiness happens.
Very uplifting. This one actually is my favorite of them all. Obviously, because they're all my creation, I love them all. But this one, because it was my first creation, and this is basically my taste. I love green fragrances, and I was searching for a very strong green fragrance in the market. I couldn't find one. Basically, majority of the green fragrances in the market, they are nice, but they don't last that long, and also they always lack some strength in terms of the green stuff. Okay, so that's why I created this first for myself, and then I thought, wow, this is so nice, I have to basically introduce it to other people, let them to enjoy and experience it.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want to give it a rating out of 10?
9.
9 out of 10. Nice. Okay, so this one is my favorite, but Maryam's, she's got another favorite in these ones anyway. Okay, so the next one is Persian King. This one is very opulent. This one is oriental floral. It's very very dominant by florals, but it's got a little bit of earthy patchouli into it. So this one, what you mainly get is a little bit of earthiness, a little bit of spiciness, but the main players are the florals. The florals are very opulent in this. I put rose, I put jasmine, and also there is again some other elements that I put the note breakdown in the description below, so you can go and read them one by one. I'm not going to depth because these ones has each got 50 different notes in them, so all I'm saying is what you mainly get. Okay, so let's Maryam smell it. Persian King. Again, this is pure perfume, and it will last you very very long time. Many people bought these ones from me. They told me it will last them 24 hours easy, sometimes even longer. So in terms of performance, absolutely amazing. But in terms of smell, again, it depends what you like. Persian King for me is oriental floral. Okay,
different smell from the first one.
of course, it's very very different. This one is mainly green, and this one is mainly floral.
But still you like it, you love it to smell this.
Of course. This is again very unique. You never ever smell anything like it in the market. Again, all of them are this way because they are created from ancient Persian formulas, and also the oils are all from Persia, all from Iran. Okay.
Very nice. It's a bit sweetness.
A little bit of sweetness, a little bit powdery, sweet, powdery, but very very opulent, floral. A little bit of fruity tone to it as well, but there's no fruitiness into it. It's a fruit tone because there are a mixture of many florals, and that's why it gives it a little bit of fruitiness to it.
Oh, beautiful, I love it.
Yes,
nice.
This one is amazing. This is, many people bought from me, they bought at least many times after that, because every time they bought it, they saw they liked it so much they bought even more from me. I have a colleague who bought something like 10 bottles of this from me. So each time he buy it and he uses it, after a few weeks, few months, he comes back and he said, I need another one. And also he bought some for his relatives. So he liked it so much.
Nice. Very different smell.
Yeah, it's very floral. So you have to like floral, but they're all unisex,
very
by the way.
Unique.
Yeah, they're all unisex, no gender into them, obviously, because in ancient times there wasn't any gender. Perfumes were perfumes. It didn't matter who wore it, a man or woman, a king or a merchant or whatever it was. By the way, in ancient times these were very exclusive. These were exclusive to princesses, prince, kings, very rich merchants, very rich governors. So these weren't accessible to everybody. Maybe just very handful of people, maybe less than 1% of population in the ancient times experienced this, because they were very exclusive and they were very expensive at the time. So how many out of 10 you give it?
8.
8 out of 10. Nice, beautiful. So this one, as I said, very floral. Okay, they are all under £30 for 15 ml, but as I said, these are pure perfume extract or pure perfume oil. So a small amount of it is like you buying 100 ml of a bottle in a normal way, which is EDP and things like that. Okay, so that 15 ml is like 100 ml EDP in the market. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one is Persian Desert. This one again is Oriental spicy. This one is mainly spices, gives it a heat, because I wanted to recreate the experience of Persian desert. And in Persian desert or any desert you go to, the first thing you will notice obviously is the heat, and that's why I used many spices to give it that authentic heat feel to it. So this is very warm, very spicy, and again, so there's many aspects to them. They're all very complex. They are, as I said, each have more than 50 notes in them, but there are some notes which stand out more than others. Okay, so this one is Persian Desert. Here you are, Maryam. Yes, as I said,
very unique smell.
This one is very unique. Again, I tried to recreate the experience of Persian desert. There are many floral aspects to it, but the florals are mainly in the background. What you notice more than anything else is the spices to give that warmth feeling, that blanket around you. This one is very good for winter. They're all good for all year round, but this one particularly is very good for cooler weather because it gives you that warmth and spiciness. Okay.
Can I say smell of camel?
Of course you can tell. Yes, many times Maryam said this one reminds her of smell of camel. Obviously because we are from Persia, from Iran, and we are very familiar with the desert, and we are very familiar with the smell of animals in the desert, especially the her favorite and my favorite, camels. And this one reminds us, especially Maryam, of camels because it's quite animalic. Because of those spices, plus there are some leathery aspect to it, and that's why it gives it a little bit of animalic feel to it. Okay.
In a pleasant way.
Of course, in a pleasant and beautiful way. Yes.
Beautiful way.
So this one is
unique.
Yes, unique and reminds you of the desert. So how many out of 10?
8.5.
8.5 out of 10. Nice one. Okay. So the next one is Persian Queen. Again, they're all unisex, there is no gender to them, but there are different names. And this one is Oriental Fruity. This one is, I tried to make it as youthful as possible. So there are many aspects of floral plus fruits to it. This one, again, very strong, pure perfume. It will last you 24 hours on your skin. Very strong. You don't need more than one spray. Pure perfume, and this one is good for all year round. It's quite on the fresh side, but it's not a fresh. It's an Oriental fresh. Okay.
Yeah, very nice. I think It's a little similar to the Persian.
It's got a similar aspect to this one, Persian garden, but this one is much more fruitier. Yeah, this one is greener and deeper, but this one is fruitier and it's got lighter.
Yeah, fruity as well and flowery.
Yeah, but it's not a light. Okay, this is still very strong.
Very deep, strong smell.
Yeah, very deep, strong.
Very nice.
Very nice. So how many you give it?
7.
7 out of 10. Okay, nice one. Okay, let's go to the Persian Assassin. Persian Assassin is, how shall I put it? This is one of the killer one. That's why I call it Persian Assassin. When I made it, when I smelled it and I give it to other people to smell it, the first thing they noticed, they said, Naz, this one is a very strong killer scent, and that's why I call it Persian Assassin. By the way, assassin word is come from Persia. It's around 1,000 years old, and it was a sect in Persia which were trained especially to assassin and to kill people, and that's why, because this one is very daring, I call it Persian Assassin. This one is mainly oud, patchouli. You get some aspect of floral, but oud and patchouli are the main player here. There are some incense aspect to it as well, makes it very dark. So this one is very dark. Mainly when people bought it from me, again, this one is similar to King. They bought many of them again because this one is super unique. You never smelled anything like it before, and is super opulent, super dense and very thick.
I like patchouli smell.
Yeah,
nice, strong.
Exactly, the patchouli is the dominant, and also
the oud as well.
After patchouli is the oud. So patchouli is the first one, and patchouli here is very earthy, it's chocolatey, and it's dark, and it's resinous. Okay.
Very nice, beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. This one is absolutely my favorite. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So how many you give it out of 10?
9.5.
9.5 out of 10. Nice one. So this one again, unisex, all year round. They're all year round, but this one again, little bit leans on towards the cooler weather because it's very thick and dense. Okay, so now last but not least, I'm going to introduce, because this one is a new one. This one is called Prince of Persia, and this is my latest creation. I created this around 2 months ago, and today is ready for people. If you like to sniff it and purchase it, it's ready. By the way, I have to apologize in advance. I am so sorry, I cannot, this is out of my hand. I absolutely love to send these to anybody in this world, because most of my subscribers and people who watch me are internationals. They are out of United Kingdom. So for me, it's such a heartbreak to not be able to send any of these out of United Kingdom, but it is out of my hand. Unfortunately, the post office, the post system in this country doesn't allow perfume to be posted, because they consider it, it's a forbidden one, because they consider it I don't know, a dangerous substance for some reason. Beyond me why perfume is a dangerous substance, but this is what they tell us. So when I go to post office, they don't let me to post any of them internationally. They are only inside the UK. Some people, what they did, they had relatives and friends in the United Kingdom. They bought it from me, and I posted it to the address in the United Kingdom, and then they took it to the people outside the United Kingdom. I did this for few people, Europeans, Asians, Americans, Canadians even. They had relatives or friends who were here and they were going back, or they were traveling, and this is what they did. I would love to do that. If you have somebody here, if you are very interested in these ones, and you know somebody is coming or staying here or going to your country, and then maybe that's the only way we can do it. Otherwise, these are only exclusive for United Kingdom, unfortunately out of my hand. Okay, thank you very much. Alright, so, excuse me, I got a little bit of cold. Prince of Persia is a very uplifting, a very youthful fragrance. So they're all unisex, by the way, but these are a little bit on the mature side, the first 5, okay? This one is the youngest one because I thought I will create something that even a young person can appreciate. Even though it has got oud in it, and it's got saffron, oud, rose, and these are the main players, but there are many other aspects to it. As I said, there are 15 other notes inside here, 50 different oils. So these are the main player. You will notice rose, you'll notice saffron, and you notice the oud. But it's a twist to it, and the twist is I freshen it up with other notes like mint, like bergamot, like lemon. So I did many citruses in there plus mint to freshen it up, to make it on the fresh side. Obviously it's still not a fresh, this is oriental, but is much fresher than the other ones, okay? So this one is called Prince of Persia. Here you are, Maryam.
I like the name.
And this one is the newest one. Nobody, I think only one person so far bought it from me and they liked it very much, okay?